How do we feel about Marvel just doing this spoilery title change 3 days after the movie comes out?
It was called Thunderbolts asterisk. Now it's called asterisk New Avengers. Then next it's going to be double asterisk. Just kidding. Then the third title, the fourth title is going to be here's the real title.
Look in the right corner. No, look in the left corner.
Go to page 323.
Video games are about to get a lot more expensive. Where the heck is Marvel Studios' Blade and? We were wrong about Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner. We'll be talking about all that and a lot more because this is Eat Sleep Nerd, a show where you can check out, go AFK, and relax with us as we discuss all things nerd. I'm your dorky DJ, Corey Winter, and before we get into it, let's just take a pause for the cause. If you have not already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd. And while you're at it, go ahead and like a little like in this video.
Yeah, cut up on those L's, didn't you?
There's a look at the like and out of the video.
And if you want to join in on the conversation, please leave a comment below if you want to get in on what we're talking about in this episode, because I am not alone. As always, we got a dorky panel of geeks over here. We got our nerdy friend, Jason Summer.
Good tea, nice house.
We got my fiance, Cynthia Taylor.
Yeah.
We got my brother, Josh Winter.
Yes.
And we have our nerdy friend, Christian James.
For all time.
So how y'all doing before we get into it? It's nice to see you. Nice to see you.
You know, it's Sunday.
It's Mother's Day, Sunday.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. It's not coming out on Mother's Day, but hey, happy Mother's Day for all those mothers out there. We love you.
Bad
Be here
mothers.
without you.
Yeah. That's
Shut your mouth.
factual. That is factual. Yeah.
Yes.
So have you guys been keeping up with the nerdy news here lately?
No, because I didn't know we were doing a nerdy news episode.
I think this is less debating it and more just being informed.
This is gonna be
of
more
it.
like, wow, really? Oh, that's cool.
I mean,
how I feel
that's
this is gonna
half
go.
tough.
Neato
Okay.
burrito.
Like a good American, I will debate about things I don't know.
Exactly.
And like a good nerd that will have strong opinions that will feel correct about.
And like a good neighbor,
State Farm.
not a sponsor.
And factually,
Yet.
everything we say is going to be correct.
Right.
Of course.
Even if it's wrong, it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even if we say contradicting things, both things are right.
Mhm.
all the time.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I did actually kind of want to catch you guys off guard.
Well,
Into this.
good job.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was him being off guard.
I was wondering.
But just like a quick 2-minute segment.
Yeah.
What have you guys been nerding out on? It's been a while since we talked about it.
Let's see.
Don't have anything good, we'll just skip it.
I've been rewatching CW's The Flash for some reason.
Oh,
I saw Sinners last night with Michael B. Jordan. I mean, he was in it. Like, I didn't go with Michael B. Jordan.
Man, that'd be cool.
Dope.
Wow.
That'd been really cool.
Told us nothing about it.
He said I couldn't say anything till after. Oh, what else? What was there something else I was watching? Oh, I finished the Daredevil season or the Born
Born Again.
series. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah, it was.
And then I've been playing Persona 3 Reload still.
Nice.
And then I re-downloaded Injustice 2.
Nice.
Kind of playing that a little bit, and I'm surprised the servers are still up. But
I know. Where's Injustice 3?
right?
Have they talked about that?
No.
No,
That's
no,
all.
no. It's been a long time since I've heard anything about Injustice. Anything.
Well, remember, it's the same studio that does Mortal Kombat.
It is.
So they've been
yeah.
doing Mortal Kombat.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
What about you guys?
They should.
I've been replaying Pikmin 3 on
You
a
have.
whim.
You
like-
have.
And the first time I played through it, so I played Pikmin 2. It was awesome. My disc for Pikmin 1 never really worked, so I didn't play it. And then I played Pikmin 4. Hated it. And I've also been playing Pikmin Bloom, which has been my focus for weeks now. But I've been replaying Pikmin 3. And the number of days into it now that I am on this playthrough, like in-game, I had finished it last time, which was the entire point of playing it again. I'm doing it on hard mode now. And then once I beat it, I get to play it on ultra spicy mode.
That's actually what it's called.
Yeah, it's called
Ultra
ultra
spicy
spicy
mode.
Yeah.
So 2 questions. What is Pikmin about? And then is Ultra Spicy what we're all hoping it is?
So
It's not.
Pikmin is they're these little critters that are mostly plants but also animals kind of. They're like it's kind of like I can't say plant versions of Pokemon because that's a thing. They're these little creatures that kind of look like carrots I suppose. They grow in the ground and they have a leaf on top of their head.
Okay.
And then it can change into a bud and then a flower. And like the red ones are immune to fire and the blue ones are immune to water and yellow is electricity and the white ones are really small and light and they can smell poison and they dig really well. And then there's rock Pikmin and the pink ones are the winged Pikmin that can fly. And the purple ones are just big and fat and heavy. And basically you just command this small army of little creatures to go and do your bidding and like kill these little bugs and critters and collect treasure, and it's so much fun. It's like you're the head of a colony of very specialized ants. It's
Winged
great.
Critter is the name of my folk grass.
A winged critter.
Where's that movie?
So for the next expo, I'll be a purple Pikmin.
That'd actually be really cute.
Okay, at the expo this year, I was thinking I wish there was a way to like cosplay a Pikmin that wouldn't just look really weird. I mean, it could be done, but
People would probably think you're like a Teletubby or something.
probably, but it'd be so.
You have a sign that says "No, I'm a Pikmin."
Yeah, but they're so cute.
And what's the extra spicy mode?
So ultra spicy, it's
Ultra
just
spicy?
the hardest version of it. I mean, but it's like you give
Hardcore mode.
you give your Pikmin nectar to like bloom their flowers and it makes them go faster and all this stuff. And so ultra spicy, there's like a spicy nectar that makes them get real amped up and they beat these little creatures.
So many thoughts and jokes coming to my mind, but we're just gonna let it go.
Actually, I downloaded Marvel Rivals
Nice.
on a whim and hadn't got really into it, and then
I've never heard of this gaming system. Oh, the whim, because you download it, you're playing on a whim. You download it on a whim. What is this whim that I've
It's
never heard of this?
it's from China.
Okay.
Boo.
So it's really expensive. Right?
Really expensive, yeah, nowadays. Yeah, that's been fun. Actually, I got into. So Jason was like told me to watch Arrow.
Yeah,
I watched the first couple of episodes of Arrow, and I'm like, why are they so mad at him for being gone?
that's what I always thought too.
Yeah.
They're so upset.
They're like, oh man,
Standing on
they're
an
like, oh my
island.
gosh, you're back home. I'm glad you're safe.
His sister.
Man, you're a
right?
dick.
Yeah.
You changed. Yeah, I've been on an island for 5 years. Thanks.
You're right.
Yeah, like
Are
it's so
are
confusing.
you liking it?
I mean, yeah, like
Okay.
the action is really good. I like the cinematography of it all. But yeah, that one's just been bothering me. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Hey, how you been doing?" You know, he's like, "Yeah, whatever." He's like, "Oh my god, you're a dick. Don't talk to me." And then they talk to him again, and so it's like, what do you expect's going to happen
It's
next?
It's 5 years of PTSD. Why
You're
don't you
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't throw 'em.
reintegrate normally into society.
In which it makes me feel good that rich people treat their children just the same.
I think it's magnified, honestly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have like high expectations, and they're like, "Oh well, you're just like any other kid."
Right.
Cool.
And like when you don't wreck like the Corolla, you wreck the Lambo, and it's magnified. I don't like. So, just saying, as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We made Jason watch the first 2 episodes of Invincible.
Oh, nice. How'd that go?
I don't know where he landed.
We will land on continuing to watch it for the time being.
Okay.
I want to know why Omni-Man went all omnidirectional on the good guys.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
It's a good story
It is a pretty good story.
on why.
Yes. But yes, we will continue.
All right.
And all are invited. I mean, I'm sorry. I would invite you all, but I meant all.
Jason's address is.
No.
You have to bring 1 alcoholic beverage.
Yes.
And
A
some
750 milliliter. Not just.
Let's be clear. Don't show up with a
not
can
a
of
cordial.
chips. Yeah. Bunch of airplane bottles.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm glad we're talking about a lot of video game stuff across the board because we got some video game news to talk about in this episode. So, Josh,
Yes.
do you want to get into the nerdy news?
Hit it.
All right, so we have several stories we want to talk about. We don't have to spend too much time on any one of them, but these might open the doors to some bigger conversations. So story number 1, video game prices are about to go through the roof. So, kicking us
China.
off, Microsoft, I'm reading from IGN, Microsoft is raising the prices on Xbox products across the board by a lot. So reading from IGN, in an announcement, Xbox has said they will be raising prices on Xbox consoles, controllers, headsets, and even first-party games. The price hike for consoles and accessories kicks in on May 1st, so it's already in effect. And while game prices will stay the same for now, we should expect to see Xbox charging $80 for new first-party games around the holiday season this year. So that was a very quick reaction from you guys. So initial thoughts before I keep reading.
People are still going to buy them.
That, and most of us buy special editions anyway, so don't act like you're not spending 120 bucks on a game.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
There are people out there who spend $300 on the special edition.
There are people, like, everyone's going to complain about the price and then still buy it at the same rates.
So way back, so this is a Jason way back story. My
So,
mom was
farther
gonna.
than you.
My mom got.
Can we put some like folksy background music?
Yeah.
It behind it was way back.
Way back. My mama.
And this
My mama
sepia tone
got
the
me the
whole
Super
screen.
Mario's 3s. It was $65, and this is in 90. I don't know, late 80s, early 90s. I can't remember when it came out. Sure. So the fact that it's only now getting up to $80, is actually pretty good if you consider inflation,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and time and everything like that. You know, video games have been about the same cost for
20 years, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sucks. Now, the only thing what I don't get though is why digital releases are so expensive.
Because there's no like manufacturing costs and stuff into it.
Right. Like those
No, I
should
mean,
be-
it does all go back into reimbursing essentially the developers for spending years
Sure.
making the game.
Sure, but
So-
there's still the overhead, which isn't there.
Yeah.
Which we
I
should.
mean, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
So anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, $80 is expensive, but we were already pushing $59, $69.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're right.
That's what
Everybody
it
will
is.
buy it.
Yeah.
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 Well,
It
plus,
sucks.
let's be real. You used to spend $60 on 12 video games a year. Well, now there's 2 video games a year. You can spend $80.
Plus, the quality of the games that we get are
Eh.
far. I mean, if you,
Nah,
amount of work, I mean,
debatable.
the amount of work. That goes
Suicide
into
Squad
it-
sucked.
Yeah, but for example, the Persona 3 Reload, they redid everything, and it was a really wonderful experience to play. But what I'm saying is like we've gone from 8-bit to 16-bit to now
Many
real
bits.
life. Yeah,
Many bits.
many
Many
bits
bits.
to many bits, and we've only gone up $15-$20.
And also, this kind of goes into why they're raising the prices. Video game developers and publishers can't keep up with the cost. They're going out of business on an almost weekly basis. Big name studios are closing because they can't afford to keep them open. So the cost is justified, at least if you want to keep getting good quality games, prices have to go up or else you're not going to get new games. But continue reading from IGN. Price increases are taking effect globally, so this is not unique to the US. With the exception of headset prices, which are going up only in the US and Canada. So, going forward, here are the expected prices on various Xbox consoles and accessories in the US. The Xbox Series S, the 512 gigabyte console, is going up from $300 to $380. The Xbox Series S, 1 terabyte, is going up from $350 to $430. The Xbox Series X digital, so not having a disk drive, is going up from $450 to $550.
God,
The Xbox Series X is going up from $500 to $600, so a $100 increase. Controllers will now be starting at $65.
oh my gosh.
The headsets, just a stereo headset, will be $65. A wireless headset from Xbox will be $120, up from $110. So
if you're a third-party hardware developer, this is your time to shine.
Microsoft issued a statement when they were questioned about these price increases. They said, and I quote, "We understand that these changes are challenging, and they were made with careful consideration given market conditions and the rising cost of development. Looking ahead, we continue to focus on offering more ways to play more games across any screen and ensuring value for Xbox players." Now, we don't know exactly which first-party Microsoft games will cost $80, but you can assume it's going to be big games like Call of Duty, the new Fable game, the Perfect Dark reboot, and so on and so on. Some of the bigger games coming out this year, most likely. So, $80. It's going to be the new standard for the most part. I mean, if Xbox is doing it, other people are going to follow suit. But, moving into our sub-story, EA, hated by so many, but still putting out tons of games.
EA Sports.
So, they have actually, since Microsoft announced these price increases, they have actually gone on record saying they have no plans to increase video game prices anytime soon.
Sweet.
I mean, they really don't have a leg to stand on to do that anyway. So,
Oof. Reading again from IGN, publisher/developer EA has confirmed it has no plans to raise the price of its games, even as the likes of Microsoft and Nintendo jump to $80. Addressing investors in its latest financial call, CEO Andrew Wilson said the company focus was to, quote-unquote, deliver incredible quality and exponential value for our player base,
LOL.
such as hit co-op adventure Split Fiction,
Ayo.
which has just reached 4 million copies sold.
It was so
Fiction.
good.
Very good.
Did you
Very-
finish it?
Oh, yeah.
In
Oh,
like
okay.
A weekend.
2
Yeah.
weekends,
Okay.
yeah.
I think it was
Okay.
one
The
weekend.
fiction has been reunited.
It was really good. We want it like we're about to replay it
Yeah.
as the opposite.
You have to play it with two people?
Yeah, it's a co-op only.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep seeing advertisements for it.
Jason, you and I are in.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's so good.
It's
It
so
was
good.
like It Takes Two was great. It's so much better than It Takes Two.
to make it feel right.
Oh, wow.
Just the two of
Two
us.
different songs.
So, continuing this story, EA went on record saying, and I quote, "In terms of pricing power, our business is very different today than it was even just 10 years ago. In a world where everything we did 10 years ago was about selling shiny discs and plastic boxes and retail shelves, well, that's still a part of our business. It's a significantly smaller part of our business, and we now have pricing representing everything from free-to-play all the way to deluxe editions and beyond." All right, so, all that said,
I like the image of the EA because it looks like it's a broken screen.
You have to give them $10 extra to fix it.
Right.
The DLC
Would you-
is fixing.
Would you
the
like
game.
a clear screen?
So, this all follows a broader trend in AAA gaming that has seen prices jumping from $60 to $70 in just the last 5 years. And Nintendo announcing during their Switch 2 announcement that games will be going up to $80, such as Mario Kart World, as well as Switch 2 edition games. The Switch 2 itself was recently revealed to be launching at $450, which is still substantially cheaper than the Xbox price increase will be.
So they're switching up the prices.
Oh, that's...
I'm feeling this, by the way.
I think I just saw my own brain. My eyes rolled so hard.
And then finishing out this little subset of stories to kind of gather all of your thoughts.
Oh, a game I'm actually excited about.
Yeah, Mafia: The Old Country, a new entry in the long-running Mafia franchise.
Mafia 3 sucked.
It was okay.
It sucked.
Is this Mafia 4?
This is essentially Mafia 4, yeah.
But it takes place before all of them. So it's
Mafia
Mafia point.
For life.
So the reason I'm putting this into the price increase story is because 2K has announced that Mafia: The Old Country will actually be releasing for $50.
Oh.
Brand new AAA game releasing for $50 coming out August 8th. There is a caveat, though.
It's
Reading
3
here-
hours long.
Well,
A $30
Short game.
convenience
so
fee.
traditionally, Mafia games have been those big open world, 20, 30-hour games. So they're saying Mafia: The Old Country will not be open world.
All right.
It will be a more concise storyline that does not take a incredible amount of time to beat. They have not said exactly how long it is, but you can imagine it's going to
Probably 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah, probably. So
You're just standing in the front.
they say that they're
No, I'm
actually-
less excited.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're packing.
No, I'm
quality
less
into it.
excited.
Okay.
Don't tell me how I feel.
He's like, maybe you're wrong, Josh. I'm like, no.
No, I'm
No.
super not.
So we're gonna let the play. They actually released a new trailer here.
Okay.
We're not gonna react to it, but just kind of getting a vibe on what Mafia is gonna look like. So this is
Wow.
gameplay footage captured here. So it's still gonna be. They're saying they're gonna be packing quality
then
into
That
this short.
looks
campaign.
great.
It does.
So reading from this IGN article again, Hangar 13 president Nick Baines has described Mafia: The Old Country as a, quote, focused linear experience that combines quality storytelling, authentic era immersion, and a refined take on the familiar Mafia gameplay. He continued by saying that focused allows us to deliver a story that's gritty, grounded, brutal, and emotional. Embracing early 1900s era Sicily, this is a Mafia origin story that follows our protagonist Enzo Farfara.
This needs to be paired with the la 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 la.
We really need a
Fairer.
reel
I don't
for this.
So he continues saying, we think there's a large audience for compelling stories that don't require massive time commitments.
You know, one of the things that I've noticed about newer open world games is that the actual story is pretty forced. It's linear, and you may have more than one ending, but the games I played recently that are open world generally don't. And the time consumption is the side quests. So if they just remove all the side quests from for example,
the bloat.
Yeah, the bloat. For example, as much as I love the game Final Fantasy VII, the remake and the rebirth, they are linear games.
Yeah.
They take you through to a particular point in the story, and you just spend all the time doing side quests. But this is just getting rid of the bloat. And honestly, it's other than the bloat, it's no different than what's being released by other companies right now.
Yeah.
I want the bloat.
Bloat me.
So I'm kind of adding in this mafia story to kind of give us the full picture here. So if we are going to have those $80 games that are supposed to be those big quadruple A games, even the triple A games, what if we balance those out by these smaller, more quality games that are cheaper? So this is going to be a $50 game, even cheaper than the base price of most games nowadays, the $60 games. If you have a $50 game that's a high quality, 8-hour experience, does that kind of balance out those $80, $90 games?
Sure.
Okay.
and yes.
In theory.
Yeah. I mean, you get again, I think my mantra about movies applies. If you give me a good story and you give me good give me good playthrough, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Now,
speaking about open world, GTA 6 just had their first trailer in over a year come out. They also announced alongside that they are putting it out next year, which is an official delay from what they announced as a 2025 release. So coming out next May 2026. But they gave us a new trailer for it. Yet again, not really reacting to it because it's kind of old news at this point. But this trailer kind of reemphasizes that this is going to be a massive game. Highly detailed game. They have confirmed that this is a combination of gameplay footage and cutscenes. So assuming this is, potentially gameplay good, this is going to be a huge game. And so industry experts are kind of thinking GTA 6 might be the first game that kind of pushes the base price of a game into triple digits. So this could launch as a $100 game. So if that's the case, for these massive games, are we feeling the 6-figure price?
I mean, I think it's directly correlate to how much entertainment I get out of it.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm driving at.
Like it's, yeah. I mean, if we assume that a basic game that we would consider full length, which is like 8 to 10 hours, if we're willing to pay $50 for that, it should not be unreasonable that we pay $100 for something that I'm going to get 60, 70, 80 hours of gameplay out of.
And if you look at it at a per dollar amount, if you put in 100 hours for $100 game, that's $1 an hour that you're spending, which is I think reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, you spend more than that at an arcade in 30 minutes.
Exactly.
I spend more than that at Taco Bell.
Yeah. And by the way, arcades is where we used to go because they had a bunch of video games. We didn't have consoles.
Get the folksy music again.
Yeah.
If you can get like the sound of a rocking chair, just go.
Just
make him sepia toned while we're doing it.
A light banjo.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
So if we all watch this GTA 6 trailer,
Like, I have not seen this, and looking at the graphics,
She
like,
has
this
star
is
boobs.
insane.
oh yeah. A lot of people were questioning if this is all just
Like a
Like,
pre-rendered
if the
trailer.
pre-rendered
gameplay
stuff.
actually
Yeah.
looks like that,
yeah. But
That's
Rockstar has come out
insane.
and said this is a lot of gameplay footage. Like that's probably gameplay footage right there.
wow.
So
And also, I mean, if this does drop as a $100 game, I think if there's any game in the next year or so that's going to drop and people will still buy it at the same rates, even if it's $100, it's GTA 6.
Yeah.
Where is this set?
Vice City.
Yay, we're going back to Vice City.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, I have a question
I love
for
that.
our audience out there.
Okay.
Do you prefer hard copies or digital copies? Let us know and tell us why.
So I'm going to be honest. I've always been a disc boy.
Yeah.
So I like putting it on my shelf, but I've been buying more digital games.
I've been doubling down and buying more hard copies.
And I do when it's a game I care about or like I
Yeah.
want to support. But like, I don't know, like that Game Pass and the PlayStation Plus, like free downloads.
See, that's my thing. I
Yeah.
buy so few individual games now.
Yeah.
I just pay for Game Pass and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there was this brand new game from a small developer, Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Came out a couple weeks ago. It was a small
Yes.
team.
Yes,
made
I've been
it.
wanting to play it.
Apparently it's like already being called one of the best games of all time because it was a small studio that made it, but like it's surpassing the quality of a bunch of AAA, quadruple A studios. Fantastic game, and it's free on Game Pass. Like, what? So yeah,
Wow.
I got that downloaded.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
He was telling me about it, and he was like, I'm going to download this because it sounds like exactly the type of game that I would like, apparently. So
I made you watch the trailer.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited to play it.
All right, so let's move into our next story.
That's not Blade.
And it never
might
will be.
never be. Yeah. So, yet again, reading from IGN, we're going to talk about some Marvel Studios stuff here real quick. So, the writer of the Wesley Snipes Blade trilogy of films has said he is ready to answer the call for Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige to help sort out the Mahershala Ali's MIA MCU reboot. The once upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe film has gone through its fair share of roadblocks over the years, but it appears Blade is well and truly stalled, with little hope that it will ever pick up where it left off.
Wasn't there a story that they low-key canceled it?
Yes.
They just haven't had the balls to say
Wait, what does Loki have to do with this?
Ha!
it.
Everything
My eyes
now.
are gonna get stuck in the back of my head.
Wait, were you serious or? Okay. Okay.
I mean, if you really think about it, everything.
All right. So, continuing this article now. Speaking to Screen Rant, David Goyer.
Yes.
Goyer?
Sounds all right.
Wrote all three of the original Blade films. He even directed the 2004 Blade Trinity. He wondered what was taking so long, and I quote, "I would," Goyer responded when asked if he'd write Marvel's Blade reboot. "I've always loved the character, and I love him. I've been sitting on the sidelines wondering, what in the world is going on? Why is it taking so long? Because I'm a huge Marvel fan myself, and I've just been totally puzzled." End quote. It's been just 7 months since Blade was removed from Marvel's release schedule. The studio has yet to confirm a new release date for it. That said, a month after the film was pulled from the calendar, Feige made it known that Marvel Studios still plan to make a Blade movie happen some way, somehow. Quoting Kevin Feige, "We are committed to Blade. We love the character. We love Mahershala's take on him. And rest assured, whenever we change direction with the project or are still figuring out how it fits into our schedule, we let the audience know. You're all up to date on what's happening," he said during an interview last November. And ending the quote, he said, "But I can tell you the character will indeed make it into the MCU." Now, yet again, that was last year at this point.
He's
Haven't
going to
heard a
age
single
out of the
thing.
role.
Oh, he's already aged out of it. He's like already in his 50s, isn't he?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I just have a likeness for Blade because I love Wesley Snipes. I
So
just want it to happen so bad.
I wonder if the problem is trying to figure out how to put him into the MCU rather than let him have his own movie.
That's what I think it is. Because it's like, it shouldn't be that hard to write a vampire movie.
Right. But having him part of the universe,
Yeah.
that's like, I also see the same problem with the Black Knight.
Yeah.
You know.
And Moon Knight.
Right.
Where's that at?
They're cool by themselves, but how do you work them into the MCU?
It's going to be like pretty much all like team projects, I'm assuming. But
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess we're leading into a big team project. So
Yeah.
I feel like just make something up by now. Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to happen.
It's probably not going to happen.
I'd love to see another Blade movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not going to happen.
And kind of, I want to like I love Wesley Snipes' as Blade, but him being like, there ain't going to be another Blade. I'm like, kind of want one now because you got a little cocky.
I don't know. I feel like as soon as they put that out in the universe, everything just fell apart.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, granted, this did not really even start off very well in the development. Like, there was reports that like early drafts of the film didn't have Blade as a main character. He was a side character in his own movie. So that did not give me a lot of hope that this was going to be a good movie. Like,
Also, Mahershala almost just walked out.
'cause he was
I
so
mean, I
frustrated
would
with the
too.
script.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure his Marvel contract says, like, you can take other projects, but if we need you, we have first dibs.
Yeah.
That's a big weight to hang over your head if you're trying to work for a living.
Yeah.
And they're just not doing anything.
The best story that I've heard about that is Idris Elba.
Yeah.
He called him back for reshoots, and he was actually working doing his DJ gig, and they were like, "No, we need you now," and he had to go, and he was
It's contractually obligated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's Blade. Not a lot of hope going on there for him, unfortunately. But would we want the original writer back? I mean, if that,
Sure. I mean, if
I
they
I
can
mean,
make it
yeah,
work.
if he's down. Yeah.
I knew you were going to say something.
I mean, there was a diminishing rate of return with every one of those movies. The first one slapped. The second one was passable. The third one was not great.
I think it was the third one where they had to digitally put eyes on Wesley Snipes because he was
I think
being
that's
difficult.
like he refused to close his eyes or something. No, he
Yeah,
refused to
open his eyes. Yeah.
and so he had to like CGI his eyes open.
Which
He's
is
my
it looks
hero.
really weird.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was becoming increasingly difficult to work with on Blade 3.
And then he went to jail. Not for that.
Tax evasion.
He went to jail because he wouldn't open his eyes.
Yeah.
And he didn't see the taxes that were due.
Hmm.
Oof.
All right, moving into our next story, some more MCU stuff. So, we've actually reviewed this film, Thunderbolts, on our channel last week. We did a spoiler-free review. Then we did a little spoiler discussion on Thunderbolts. But in the news, they did not shy away from a big spoiler. Marvel Studios themselves was marketing this big spoiler across the board after the first weekend this film was in theaters. Josh.
Yep.
Cynthia, you have not seen Thunderbolts. Do you care about spoilers?
Nah.
No.
So,
Because Marvel already did it.
Yeah.
so, spoilers, if you care about it at this point, apparently Marvel doesn't. That asterisk right there is a placeholder for what the actual movie's title is. It's The New Avengers. So, I guess the story I just want to talk about is, how do we feel about Marvel just doing this spoilery title change 3 days after the movie comes out? Like, I know it's a marketing ploy,
The best response I saw to it on the internet was a guy who tweeted them changing it, and all he said was, I mean, just F me if I don't see it in the first week, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it's a kind of a slap in the face to the fans and to the moviegoers, because not everybody's going to get to go out and see it in the first week. And I mean, give us a couple weeks. Let it simmer. Let it stew.
How long after release did they do that?
Literally within the week.
like on Monday after the opening weekend.
So like 4 days.
And like,
Yeah.
this was not just like they put out a tweet or something. Like, they were putting up billboards
Posters and
replacing
whatnot.
this
Yeah.
poster. So they
Hmm.
replaced the poster with the New Avengers.
It's
And what else did they do this with? Didn't they do this with another movie?
well, okay, they so it wasn't Marvel.
Oh,
So they rebranded Birds of Prey to be Harley Quinn and
That's right,
something,
yeah,
something,
that's
something,
right.
something. So, I mean, they did it because they suddenly realized that no one wanted to go see that movie. And that kind of leads to what I was going to say. Like, I don't hate the idea.
No.
It's a neat idea. That's what you do like after a month
yes.
when the ticket sales are starting to go down
Mhm.
and you're going to try to get whatever you can get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big dramatic change. Oh, I didn't go see it. Maybe now I will.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's also, I think, poor marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that.
Also, one of these things is not like the other.
What?
If you know, you know.
Oh.
That one?
No. So as far as like the title change itself, I actually love the idea of it. I love that was a hidden little thing this entire
Yeah.
time. We talked about that in our spoiler discussion, just how cool I thought the title change was. But obviously, very much a marketing grab. Like, they're just trying to get people, like, more than just the hardcore fans that see it the opening weekend to come in. Like, hey, this is the new Avengers team. For all of those general audience fans, come see them. This is the new crew. But yeah, spoilers.
But I mean, also at the same time, is it that
really
bad?
No,
Because if you know, if you saw it, and you know the story, then what comes out of it is more of the spoiler than the name.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think the title
But-
change itself is that much of a spoiler, but
Right.
it does kind of ruin the conclusion of the movie.
Yeah.
in
That's
a
true.
way.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were like, okay, if we don't reach a certain financial threshold by Sunday evening or Monday, we're going to do this thing.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wonders if it was meant to
Yeah.
really be that early or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. It's like, okay, we didn't cross this line, so we're going to do this thing.
That's a good point.
I wonder
Yeah.
if that was it, you know?
Because like 4 days really seems.
I wish I remembered how soon after No Way Home came out, they actually started marketing the fact that Toby and
That's
Andrew
what I
met.
was talking about, the No Way Home thing.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
like they
I was talking
kept
about.
Toby
Yeah.
and Andrew a secret, even once the movie came out. Like, they never appeared on posters or anything. But was it like a couple of weeks after it came out they started putting them in marketing?
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Like, it wasn't like the very first Monday after it came out. Like,
Right.
it was a while after that, wasn't it?
No, they were still running the campaign of no spoilers
Yeah.
for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So
And
Also,
honestly, any
not
movie you
weird.
watch should be no spoilers, because damn it, people should have an opportunity to enjoy the movie unadulterated.
Or maybe this is part of the whole plan. There's probably a deeper meaning.
Maybe.
maybe.
There's going to be a second title change.
Oh.
That would be funny and interesting.
It was called Thunderbolts asterisk. Now it's called asterisk New Avengers. Then next it's going to be double asterisk. Just kidding. Then the third title, the fourth title is going to be, here's the real title. And then, oops, we messed up. And then we get like 8 titles, and then it's going to be whatever it's
Or just be like one of those things. It's
That'll be
like,
the Thunderbolts.
look in the right corner. No, look in the left corner.
Go to page 323.
Oh, I hate those.
All right, so
Because
wrapping
I
up
do them and I follow the instructions.
every time. So wrapping up this little Thunderbolts story. So Disney boss Bob Iger has bigged up the recently. That's what it says. Bigged up.
Bigged up.
All right, IGN.
I hate Gen Z writers.
You know, this is straight from IGN too. All right.
Oh, like big ups. Got it.
guess.
Yeah. no,
Anyway,
I
Bob
hate
Iger
Gen
has
Z.
bigged up the recently released Thunderbolts, New Avengers, saying it's the first and best example, quote unquote, of Marvel's new commitment to quality over quantity.
Wait, hang on.
One of our blooper
Bigged up?
sounds.
Bigged up.
Bigged up.
Like, is that? It
Bigged up.
sounds like it should have been a typo of something.
No,
No,
No.
that's what it says.
it is a youthful
Is
expression.
this a thing that has been around? Like, is around?
Yeah,
Or
like
exists?
big
Yeah.
ups to your mom
Yeah.
today.
Caught me off guard, but
Okay.
I
It's-
teach literal teenagers.
it's a
and I've
Gen
not
Z
heard
thing.
this.
Yeah,
All
it's a
right.
Gen Z
Oh,
thing. I
sweet
promise.
Young
Marmalade.
teenagers.
Okay.
and I've not heard
Or young Englishmen. They have slang like that.
I don't teach young Englishmen.
What?
I know. I've heard it before.
I see. So bigged up is it?
That sounds different.
I'm so uncomfortable.
So,
Okay.
speaking during a financial call, Disney boss Bob Iger touched on Marvel's changed strategy, which targets fewer but better films. And I quote, "We all know that our zeal to flood our streaming platform with more content, that we turned to all of our creative engines, including Marvel, and had them produce a lot more. We've also learned over time that quantity does not necessarily beget quality. And frankly, we all admitted to ourselves that we lost a little focus by making too much. By consolidating a bit and having Marvel focus much more on their films, we believe that will result in better quality. I believe the first and best example is Thunderbolts. I feel very good about that."
Funny how it works when you actually put focus into something, you get a better product.
Didn't he say this last year? The exact same thing. Okay,
But now he's got one.
yeah, right.
Thunderbolt.
See,
Essence.
I was right.
So, to that point, I'm assuming you're talking about Captain America, Brave New World. It was not the best quality. So apparently that was actually a product before they changed their creative strategy.
I wasn't making a reference to any movie.
It's always
It's
the
like-
last president's
I was
fault.
just saying.
Yeah, right.
I was just saying. He said the same thing last year. He's not saying anything new, is what I'm saying. Like we've heard this from him before. Like it's. I'm not saying he's wrong in that
I'm
the
saying he's
direction is wrong, but I'm just saying he's reiterating himself. That's all.
Yeah.
But no, Thunderbolts was great.
All right.
Big ups.
Go see it.
Big ups
Big
to
ups.
Thunderbolts.
It's go big or go home.
Boo.
I don't know.
So, all right, let's move into our last story. Moving into DC land, Peacemaker Season 2. James Gunn has put out a trailer for this. We're not going to react to it yet. Again, we're just going to kind of have it watching here in the background. But this trailer actually shows off some very important characters, including Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner. This actually comes out a month after Superman hits theaters, which is the first time we'll see Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner, which, Josh,
Yep.
you predicted he would die in Superman.
Yep.
This takes place after Superman.
Then they didn't kill him in that, so they could kill him in this.
Yeah, I hate to think that they ruined like what happens in parts of Superman by showing it here. Like, oh, Hawkgirl lives because comes after Superman.
Well, I mean, I doubt any of the heroes are really going to die. The only reason I assumed Guy Gardner was going to die is because we had the Green
'Cause it's
Lantern
Guy
show
Gardner.
coming.
Right.
Which apparently he's also in.
Flashbacks, Corey.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
convinced.
Yeah.
But
people
yeah,
are just saying,
He-
"Oh man,
yeah.
remember that one time?"
Peacemaker surprised the hell out of me. It was so good. So I hope this is just as good.
I'm very curious to see how they're going to, I'm assuming, ignore the fact that the superhero lineup has completely changed since season 1.
So
they all look different.
both in who it is and continuity and
yeah, so Peacemaker Season 2 arrives August 21st after the July 11th release of Superman. So the revamped cinematic universe from Gunn and co-CEO Peter Safran moves away from the widely panned DC extended universe, headlined by Justice League, Batman vs. Superman, and Man of Steel. But some elements remain. Peacemaker is a key example of this, as Season 1 of the show arrived in the scrapped DCEU, while Season 2 arrives in the new DCU. Gunn has previously said that many strands will remain consistent as far as Peacemaker's story goes, though it remains unclear what will and won't make the jump from the DCEU to the DCU. Gunn has also said that the show will canonically take place after the events of Creature Commandos and Superman,
Oh, okay. There you go.
with the events of the latter even affecting Peacemaker. So this is after the events of Superman.
Okay.
So Nathan Fillion does not die in Superman. Or he dies and got brought back.
Or this is a flashback.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah. I mean, it
I'm
could be.
sticking to my guns.
Yeah.
My James guns.
Yeah.
I guess I can give it to you considering how much you've given me. So
I've given you nothing. I liked Peacemaker though. I'll
Yeah.
watch the second season.
yeah, certainly.
And finishing up with some bite-sized news.
Oh, yes.
Pop-Tarts
What?
is gonna hit the freezer aisle. So if you've ever wanted to combine your breakfast and dessert, now is your chance.
I'm so in.
America.
It has been announced that starting on May 8th, Pop-Tarts would be expanding into the freezer aisle with a lineup of ice cream sandwiches and ice cream pints. According to a news release from the company, the Pop-Tarts pints blend indulgent ice cream with flavor swirls and pastry-style pieces.
This
While
was
the
3
sandwiches
years ago.
feature creamy ice cream flavors layered between flavor-filled pastry-style ends.
So these have been out for 3 days.
Yeah.
We don't have them yet.
I'm sorry. I just saw this today.
There's a part of me that like is disgusted by this, and there's a part of me that really wants to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you've never put Pop-Tarts in the freezer before,
I
like just
haven't.
plain okay, the apple pie Pop-Tarts in the freezer, fantastic.
What prompted you to put a Pop-Tart in the freezer?
Felt right.
Apparently it's fantastic.
I mean,
Girl Scout cookies, Thin Mints in the freezer,
Oof.
so good.
Unfrosted
Jason, put more
blueberry.
things in the freezer. Live a little.
Okay.
Because who actually puts Pop-Tarts in the toaster?
Uh,
Jason.
yeah.
Wow.
Such a square.
Actually,
I actually like the
rectangular.
Pop-Tarts without the frosting.
Oh.
Yeah,
Jason.
Am I right?
Yep.
Yes.
No.
Unfrosted blueberry is my jam.
Yes.
Okay, blueberry is good. I will say I don't like any of the like dessert flavored ones. I know they're all dessert, but like I like the fruit ones. I don't like the chocolate fudge or the s'mores or
Yeah.
the Boston cream.
So-
or
The
brown-
Boston cream can go to hell.
But the unfrosted Pop-Tarts is like
Okay.
they just the right level of sweetness.
Those are pretty
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Put it in the freezer. It'll change your life.
Frosted or unfrosted?
Oh, you're
People-
gonna lose that.
Also, are there more than 3 flavors?
Yes.
Oh,
of these?
No,
No.
there will be 3 flavors in the
You
ice
just
cream
named, like,
sandwiches.
20.
We got frosted brown sugar, cinnamon. We got frosted strawberry and frosted chocolate fudge. The pints, meanwhile, will be available in the frosted brown sugar, cinnamon, frosted strawberry, and frosted s'mores flavors.
Garbage.
So the the sandwiches will be available starting this month, but the ice cream will be following sometime this summer. The ice cream sandwiches will be at Walmart. Not sure about the retailers for the ice cream.
I want blueberry
Walmart.
Pop-Tarts now.
I'm a blueberry cobbler.
Adding the eat to eat sleep nerd over here. So
You're
that
right.
wraps us up for this episode.
Let's go get Pop-Tarts.
All right. I'm in.
Let's go.
Sold.
All right, so any final thoughts, guys?
I think I will borderline demand a blooper reel at the end of this episode from all the like you can add that too. Like we've got to have it. There was so much in this episode.
I will be cutting most of it, but I'll give you the.
Then add it at the end.
Maybe I might.
Just a
Let me
little
see what.
Or make
Little
a short
stinger.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Go see Sinners. Well, it's in theaters.
Yeah.
It is an experience. It is a work of art. There is some magnificent music in it. And really groundbreaking, I think, experimental and just really thoughtful set pieces and orchestrations and choreography. Go see it. Michael B. Jordan, great. Everybody's great, actually. Everybody was really well cast. And you deserve to see it in the theater.
Also, thinking about it, speaking of which, why don't we have Ryan Coogler make Blade?
I mean, okay.
He's pretty good at everything he's done so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say
concur.
do it.
Yeah, he wrote and directed Sinners.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah. But yeah, that's what I have. That's all I have.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. If you have not already made it all the way through this episode, please go over there to youtube.com/@eatsleepnerd. Click the subscribe button. Click the like in this video if you like what we had to talk about in this episode. Leave some comments if you want to join in on the conversation. We'll make sure to reply to you. We're being nice lately. We'll reply to you. Please share us with your friends and family over on social media. And go watch the rest of our videos. We got some good stuff that we've been posting these last few months. So, go like it. Go watch it. Leave some comments over there too. Cynthia.
What?
3 things nerds should be doing before they go watch the rest of our channel.
They should eat. Oh, I was going to say it out of order, but that's too mean. Eat, sleep, nerd.
Take it easy, people.